Your SP is your mirror. Your specific person is your mirror. Always, no exceptions, no matter what. Why that is and why is it so important to understand and realize this during the process of manifesting them? This is what I'll be discussing in today's video. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome. My name is Christina from Empowered Creator. I am a mindset and conscious manifesting teacher and coach, and this is my YouTube channel. Here I talk about all things law of assumption, mindset, conscious manifesting, the quantum universe, and a lot more. And my goal is to simplify everything without the fluff. So if you guys like this content and you would like to see more of it, I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel, comment on this video, like it, share it, and stick around. Also, if you need help with your specific situation, I offer one-on-one coaching as well as custom subliminals for whatever needs you may have. I also have some self-study courses about manifesting your specific person. And I do have a members-only channel with a lot of perks for members, including weekly live workshops with a different manifesting topic each week, weekly live group coaching, a lot of exclusive content, monthly challenges for a chance to win a free one-on-one coaching session with me, and a lot more. So if you're interested in any of these services, the links are below in the description box. Click on them and they're going to take you to my website or to my membership channel. With all that being said, let's dive into today's video. So why and how is your SP, your specific person, your mirror? And this becomes especially obvious and evident during the process of manifesting them. The thing that I would like you guys to remember and to hopefully eventually grasp as you go through your manifesting journey is that the number one goal and the number one result of your manifesting journey is what we call self-realization, what we call self-mastery. A very simple way to explain that is that the whole manifesting process brings you back to yourself. It brings you back to realizing your own inner creative power. It brings you back to realizing something that you were born with, all of us were born with it, but that you have most probably forgotten, and that is who you really are within. The fact that within, at your core, you are pure, unconditioned consciousness, what Neville Goddard called your I am. And so this whole manifestation process, whether it is about an SP, a specific person, or anything else, any other desire, has the effect and the ultimate result of bringing you back to your own self, bringing you back to the realization of who you truly are, what your true inner creative power really is. And this is not to say, by the way, that you won't be getting your SP in the process. It's just that when you realize what this journey is truly all about, you start seeing the process of manifesting your SP, or any other desire for that matter, as a pleasant side effect, shall we call it, of that whole process of self-realization, rather than as a means to an end, which is, if we're being honest, what the vast majority of people starts with when they are first starting out in their manifesting journey. They start out because they want to manifest their SP. They want their ex back. They want to take their relationship to the next level. They want their friend to see them romantically, and so on, whatever the situation might be. But the reason why it is so important to realize that this is all about bringing yourself back to yourself at the end of the day is because this actually helps in your SP manifestation. Even though, as we said, as you go through that journey, that manifestation journey, you start realizing that this is much bigger than your SP. So why did I say then in the beginning and in my introduction that your SP is your mirror? Something that Neville Goddard himself said that I particularly love is that people, all the people in your life, all the people who manifest into your life are actually your messengers to show you what is within yourself. In other words, what is within your consciousness. You see, guys, everything in your manifested experience, everything that you go through and everything that you live in this 3D reality is actually a reflection of something that already exists within your consciousness, either on the conscious level or in many cases on the subconscious level. And what your SP is doing in this manifesting process is basically holding a mirror in front of your face of who you truly are within, where your consciousness lies, where your consciousness is dwelling upon, what you are most dominantly aware of, about yourself, about relationships in general, about your SP specifically, about the relationship with your SP specifically, and so on. Which is why when your own perceptions, your own consciousness starts to shift within yourself, you start seeing that your SP also starts shifting in the ways in which they're showing up for you. And the reason for that is what we said in the very beginning and what the title of this video is. Your SP is your mirror. They have always been your mirror. They will always be your mirror. And there is no exception to that. And that happens and that applies no matter what. So if your SP is the mirror of your inner consciousness, the mirror of your inner assumptions, the mirror of your self-concept, and by the way, that mirror works both ways. Both what you project towards them, they then reflect back to you, but also how you yourself are interpreting the things that they are reflecting back to you. Because the way you interpret things and the meanings you give things has everything to do with where your consciousness is at this particular point in time. Then hopefully you can realize why it's so important to grasp that truth and that reality and actually use it to your advantage in your manifesting process. And of course, as we said earlier, it's not just for you to get your SP, although that is wonderful, everyone wants that, but it also serves a much higher and much bigger purpose, and that is for your own self-realization, for you to come back to yourself through this process of manifesting your SP and all your other desires. And so the thing that I always want you guys to remember, and the thing that I want you to take away from this video, is that your SP will always be the messenger of where your consciousness is, what you are projecting with your own consciousness, what you are holding within. And this manifests in so many ways. It manifests in your own assumptions. It manifests in your own thoughts and your own feelings and your own perceptions about the situation and the relationship with your SP. It manifests about your perceptions about yourself within the relationship with your SP. It manifests in the ways you behave, the decisions you make, the action you take or the action you don't take. And of course, it manifests in how you interpret whatever comes up in the 3D with your SP. What meanings are you assigning things? What meanings are you assigning to the things that they say, the things that they do or don't say or don't do? And what do you make all that mean for you, for your manifestation, for the relationship you have with them, for their feelings for you, for their intentions towards you, and so on? All that you're projecting is getting mirrored back to you by your SP. And this is ultimately why your SP is here for. They are here to be your messenger. They are here to help you come back to yourself. They are here to help you realize your own inner creative power and realize and grasp and step into who you really truly are at your core. So if you grasp that truth and if you start incorporating it into your manifesting journey, I guarantee you it's going to take you to a whole other level of manifesting, a whole other level of understanding the manifestation process. And of course, the pleasant side effect of that is that the 3D will most likely shape and mold itself to conform to your shifted identity, your shifted inner states, shifted inner energies, and so on. With all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I intend that this has helped. As always, I very much appreciate you guys being on this channel, watching this content. I love making this content for you. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all at the next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.